We live! What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Unfiltered 215 Podcast.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? I'm in here with my fellas. We got BJ in here. You know what I mean? Mill in here as always.
What's up?
And we got my man Shank in here. You know what I mean? So today, first we want to start off with how you fellas doing. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling today?
How you doing, man?
I'm chilling.
Good.
I'm chilling.
I'm full of shit.
Whatever.
Just like the second taco night we had this week.
Right. So look, first, before we start anything, I want to rest in peace to a legend. You know what I mean? A Jamaican legend, Louis Rankin. He passed away recently in a car accident in Canada.
R.I.P. Ox.
You know what I'm saying? The real Jamaican Dandada. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta put one in the air for Ox today, man.
Oh, it's a couple in. Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. That's something unexpected because I ain't gonna lie. Me knowing the type of boy he, you know what I mean, show us that he is, I thought it was like somebody tried to off him or something.
Well, who was he? He was just had a good captivating role on Belly. Like,
no, but you know he got a Grammy.
Yeah.
Oh, that?
He's a like an artist.
Yeah.
He got a Grammy from like 92, 93. He's a Jamaican artist, like a dancehall artist.
Mm-hmm.
And acting was just, you know, that secondary shit to him or whatever. But yeah, man, it's sad to see him go out like that in the car.
But the crazy thing about it is everybody mainly know him from Belly.
Right.
But when I did my research, the other day, I found out about
Jamaicans, like, you know what I mean? I know they know his music and whatnot, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like that over in Jamaica, like Beanie Man and all them niggas is really.
I mean, obviously he had to be big and he made Belly. That's how I look at it, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And he was in Shotters.
Yeah.
So he's in a couple hood classics, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's messed up, man.
Probably was a nice guy outside of all that shit.
Yeah.
He looked like a stand-up dude, like from his videos, looking at his Instagram and everything else. You know what I mean? He looked like he was a cool stand-up.
Took care of his
nigga.
peoples.
Right. Took care of his folks. You know what I mean?
The biggest blunts I ever seen on TV.
Jamaicans always do though. Oh, you talking about in the movies?
Yeah. 2 grams. 2 grams in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right.
I know he got them niggas fucked up on the set. I know he got them fucked up.
Facts.
I know they was smoking heavy on the set. You gonna tell me back in '98
they was smoking heavy in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I know they was smoking heavy on the set. You know what I'm saying?
Like when X was telling Wise and Khaled, learn how to put the money in the bag first. Then get money. He was smoking there,
Right.
bagging up weed.
True.
Man, rest in peace, though.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
man.
Ox, man.
It caught me off guard.
I would have never known his name until he died. That nigga's Ox to me.
Right.
He always gonna be Ox.
He always gonna be Ox.
When you known as the rule, like you know what I'm saying, you known as your name on that damn show.
That's when you know you. That's when you know you played the shit out that joint.
Mm-hmm. You embodied that role.
Right.
Ox forever.
All right.
Who else had a role like that?
What, like a role?
Denzel in Training Day.
Yeah, but
Denzel.
That nigga not
King Kong ain't got shit on me. He made me believer.
You don't remember his name.
You just know it's Denzel though.
Denzel. I'm talking about when you don't give a fuck about the bull.
Real life. Real life who he is.
Smokey and shit. Right, you know what I'm saying?
That's how Mike Epps was for a long time.
Debo.
Mike Epps was like that for a long time. Niggas still call him Day Day.
Right.
Debo,
that nigga
Tiny Lester or whatever.
Who calls this nigga Tiny?
Right.
Bro, like,
that nigga be
Debo.
Debo.
Yeah,
I think.
But I'm just saying, Melvin got that too with Baby Boy.
No, but niggas know Ving Rhames.
What, Holiday Heart?
Like
Mission Impossible.
You don't know. You don't really know him from Mission
like
Impossible.
Michael Blackston. Nigga, if you say the African comedian black ass boy, niggas don't be knowing who you. Oh yeah, Michael Blackston. Repo, but yeah, a lot of people don't know that movie, yo.
I mean,
I be coming
what he
across
known
people
for.
who don't know that movie. No,
I first seen him on some stand-up.
I think I first seen him on some stand-up shit, but most people know him from Friday, from next Friday.
Friday.
Oh yeah.
Next Friday. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
Oh yeah.
The John Bliss.
Dang, I forgot about
But he
that.
not known for that character name.
No, yeah.
No, but most people know him from Next Friday. I'm talking about Michael Blackston.
I mean, I keep saying Epps and shit.
Because that's your favorite comedian, man. You love him.
It's not.
Yeah. So look, this is what we about to get into real quick, man. I got a question though, real shit. So we're gonna start with you, Shank. Who'd you lose your virginity to?
See, this shit filmed, so there's some chick named Tuda.
All right.
Somebody that my man knew, his girlfriend knew, and that's who it was.
So how was your first sexual experience? Was it like awkward?
I felt like I already knew what I was doing. Like I had so much practice and shit. Because as a young boy, just on some fucking like watching pornos and masturbating type things.
Right.
You already prepare yourself for these moments.
Yo, for real shit.
I didn't feel like I didn't know what was going on.
The crazy part is watching porn as a kid showed me how to eat pussy. That's how I learned. That's how I learned how to eat pussy.
I was scared to eat pussy.
How much detail was you looking into the board though to understand the dynamics of how the tongue works?
Well, first of all, this what it was. I used to steal my mom VHS tapes out of her room, right?
You're not about to tell me what I'm.
So the only place we had a VCR in the house was the living room.
Time out. You're not gonna put your mom on blast like that.
First of all, check this out. It was the 90s. My mom was in her 20s. Yeah, she had porn tapes. All right.
Just the point.
It was the 90s.
That's a bad joint. That's a bad joint.
I ain't trying to hear that, man. Like y'all moms ain't got porn tapes and shit.
I ain't catching.
Y'all
I
ain't been.
catch that.
Y'all ain't been some nosy little motherfuckers roaming
catch
through
that.
her room then. So listen.
What was the name of the porn?
I don't even remember, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Probably like Booty Talk 92 or some shit. I don't know.
If it was somebody porn tape, it was probably my pops or some shit like that.
So look, the only place we had a VCR
Right.
was in the living room. So, and it was like my mom's boyfriend at the time, he was a hustling ass nigga, so it was niggas in and out the crib all the time. So when I had my opportunity to watch the porn, like it had to be on some, you had to really pay attention to what the fuck is going on. Like, cause you ain't have a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have a lot of time, nor did you have a lot of opportunities. So you really had to, all right. Right, he licking on that little ball thing in the middle of the pussy.
Oh, shit.
Word at the top.
The little ball thing.
That must be what I'm supposed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga crazy, man.
Real
When
shit.
you lost your virginity, you probably ate the pussy first. Before you even got
I really did. I didn't eat pussy for the first time till I was like 17. I ain't gonna lie.
Fucking late bloomer.
I've been fucking since I was like 11, 12, but I ain't eat no pussy till I was like 17. Cause back then it wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hold on. You gotta bring that back. You ain't gonna swim through that like that. Hold up, you just said 11 or 12. Which one was it? You gotta remember.
If I had to choose, it was like 11.
If you had to choose.
Cause I was fucking the girl that was living next
No,
door.
we don't want to know if you was choosing. We want to know the facts, my brother.
I had to be like 11.
Who was your first? Is the question.
It was a chick named Wayne Detta.
Wayne Detta.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Nah, she was, man, I lived right there on Ogons on Spark Street.
And the name Wayne Detta.
She lived right next door to me. Her name was Wayne Detta.
You shouldn't have said her name on there.
I don't care, man.
Her dad was like, I gotta have a boy.
That was
the
look.
girl. Wayne Detta it is.
That was her name. That was her name. And I used to be at her crib. And we be playing like video games and shit like that.
Her mom might hear this. Now her mom gonna know she was
I don't
just
give a fuck.
giving the pussy
I
up
ain't
at
seen
11.
them niggas in 30 years. Look.
That
They
guy
probably watch
bitch
this show
next door to
every
fuck
week.
my daughter.
Yeah, you damn right. You fucked up back in 97, 98. You shouldn't have left us in the house by ourselves. Lord knows what you was doing. So anyway,
Giving out too much tape. Is there a way we could like
I don't care.
answer this question without
You don't. If you don't
Right,
want to
right.
do what you want to say, then you don't got to say nothing. But I'm gonna say what the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck. So
Okay.
listen. So I used to be at her crib next door all the time, and my mom thought it was cool because it's the neighbors. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how your mom and pop front door set up. That's how our joint was. So we shared like a little landing type shit. So I used to be over there playing video games and shit. Her brother was a heavy street boy, so he was in and out the crib. Her sister was off doing whatever. She was the youngest. So we always pretty much had the crib to ourselves. We was chilling. And one day we humped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wayne Detta.
What about you, Mel?
I'm fucked up on that name.
First time. Who did I?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say the name.
I can't say.
I can't.
No, just tell us about it. You can share the experience. That's what I'm saying.
It was a little crazy. It was somebody close,
Right.
but it shouldn't have happened. For real.
It shouldn't have happened. So you got some mistake pussy.
For real, it was kind of took.
Like how it shouldn't have, like, oops, oh, I'm already in here. Might as well stroke a little
I ain't
bit.
really even want to do it.
You said it was tough. She raped you and shit?
She ain't rape me. That's a harsh word.
What do you
I wouldn't say that.
So
But
but
it wasn't nothing that I wanted to do.
who initiated it?
She did. She was older.
So you just said fuck it.
She was older than you?
Hmm?
You got molested.
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't that much
How
older.
old were you?
Y'all were around the same age bracket.
I say I was probably. I don't count this as my first though. 11 maybe. 11, yeah. She had to be probably like 14,
So
right?
I guess this transitions into.
I want yeah, I want to hear this nigga's first of all, cause he talking about everybody else.
What?
Yeah, what? What was yours? And
I
who?
was a late bloomer.
So when you
I didn't get my first piece of cheeks until I was 19.
damn,
Yeah.
nigga, late to the party, nigga, you missed it.
See, we got.
Oh, you want?
cameraman,
Yeah, we got camera. Look,
No,
So we got
So all right, I went to college.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a shorty when I was in college. I came home from college on a break. She was in the 12th grade. You know what I'm saying? So it was my senior. It was my freshman year of college. Her 12th. She was in 12th grade. I came home. She cut school. Came to my cousin's crib, and it went down. It ain't take long. You know what I'm
This
saying?
was your girl, though?
Yeah, she was my girl.
Ain't take long.
Ain't take long. I skated quick as shit. It is what it is, nigga. I bang right out.
No, yo, this the funny part.
I ain't gonna lie.
For my first time fucking, I didn't even have sperm develop. So when I got busted nut, I just was like, it was just a tingling it was a tingling sensation. I'm like, oh yeah, it was just a tingling sensation. I'm like, what the fuck is that? All right, my dick getting small. Guess it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Now you gotta go into the craziest place.
The craziest place I ever fucked was the band room in church.
Oh shit.
I ain't say I was proud of it, but that's how it went down. I was in the band at church playing the big ass bass drum, you know what I mean, looking like Drumline and shit. And Shorty was in the band and she was feeling me, I guess. So I got the cheeks in there.
Now you gotta make me think, cause I gotta up one your whole crazy shit. I gotta go back.
You ain't got to up one. That was just.
Listen,
You nigga, you was in the church.
I got my joint wasn't in no church, but it was in a school. Archbishop Ryan. I never forget this shit.
Wait,
Some boy, yeah, Northeast. It's the girl I'm with. She's my girl at the time.
Right.
Hold on, was it during school or are you talking about like at a school? Like
It was a soft hop.
All right, so it was at a dance and shit.
Oh no. No. Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, it was a school. Boy put me on like, yo, niggas is getting busy in the bathroom. I said, what? We already had the lick. We was on some young before our time shit. We go to the bathroom. We start getting it in. All I hear is, you check that bathroom, I'm gonna check this bathroom. It's the teachers and deans and shit, right? So I pull my shit up. I'm hopping up on the stool. They catch me though. Dog. This scene is like a scene out of a movie. You know how when the niggas walk down the hall and everybody on the side just looking like everything quiet? That's me. Dickie. I got the Dickie set on right with New Balances. You couldn't tell me I wasn't shit right there, right? My shit all unbuttoned. They just like, yo, they was ready to expel this girl, man. I felt so bad, bro.
And you had to pay to go to that school.
Yes, her parents
hefty.
was mad. Like,
Hefty, dude.
I
You
don't
had
want
to
you
pay
around this nigga no more.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
I can imagine that shit though when they opened the stall and this nigga would just crouch down,
Yo,
standing on the
what?
toilet, looking
Nigga.
and shit, shoulders up by his fucking ears and shit. That's hilarious.
She was in the back, like, you know what I mean?
I'm talking about like, was she in the same stall?
Yeah, she was in the same stall, bro.
She was standing up on the stall. Where was she?
She was just standing
Can I
there.
ask you something else?
They opened that joint up.
Like, was
when
y'all in
she
the
came out.
regular stall or the handicap joint with more space?
We was in regular Jones.
Oh, all right. He was getting all bent over action.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
I be thinking like, I don't really think I got like the craziest places. It's just been like regular shit. Like,
What, all bedroom work?
couple work places. You guys,
Yeah.
cars.
All right, you ever got caught on some crazy shit?
No.
You ain't never got
I
caught?
don't think I've been in a situation where I've been like caught.
Yeah.
I ain't been in that yet.
All right, yeah, tell that then, BJ.
I
What
done
you?
been caught like regularly, like son walk in the room type shit.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
I'm too like
I got caught.
by who? Your mom caught you fucking?
Yo.
My mom ain't never
Your
caught me
mom?
fucking.
No, they ain't never
Like,
ever.
you know, she was my girl though. My mom never met her yet though. My
Right.
mom worked overnight. My mom every other Wednesday, my mom come home early. I miscalculated the Wednesdays. I'm in there getting it down and shit. I'm getting it down.
He thought it was next week
I thought it was
Wednesday.
my brother.
Boys in the hood and shit.
She knocked on the door. I stopped. Shit, the music was on. You know what I mean? I stopped. I'm looking like. Then I hear it again. Knock, knock, knock. And I'm like, I'm thinking it's my brother. 'Cause my little brother played too much.
Right.
He walked in on me. He walked in on me one time too. When I was young.
Yeah.
So the door opened up. A light come on. It's my mom, dog. My girl was sitting there on my bed. She's so embarrassed, dog. She just ball up and shit, fetal position and shit, sitting on the bed with her feet up, covering everything up. And I'm sitting there with a condom on and shit. My mom, what's going on?
What you think going on, mom? The fuck?
At this time, I think I was like 21 at this. I just turned 21 because I remember she was in college. And
Wait, hold up, nigga. You was 21. That ain't caught. I'm thinking you on some. Oh shit, I'm about to be on punishment. My life is over.
No. It was embarrassing though. Like,
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, because you gotta think.
Yeah, that's your mom, bro.
here's my mom.
So wait, you was butt ass nigga and just a condom on when she walked in?
But this nigga with a condom on.
Mom, don't look down.
You out of pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she caught me and shit.
So what she say though?
She told me, I said, what's going on? All right, so I'm sitting there looking at her like, and she asked again. I wanted to say so bad, like, what the fuck you mean?
Right.
But I wasn't gonna do that.
Right.
Come on. So then she was like, you got some explaining to do. And you, young lady, very disrespectful. And she's right. So I'm sitting there like, oh shit, this is embarrassing.
Here we go.
So, yeah, I mean, shorty, I say shorty.
Your mom walked out.
Yeah, my mom, she was like, she said, you get dressed and get out of my house.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she got dressed. You know what I mean?
You walked into the bus
I
stop.
walked to the bus stop.
I knew it. I already know how the bus stop.
You got to take the walk of shame with her. You got to take the walk of shame because she feel like a whore.
I already know how the bus stop went. I already know how the walk went. Just yo, my mom be tripping sometimes, yo. You know what I mean? Don't even worry about that.
Like that at all. It was more so like she was like, "Damn, why is the first time I got to meet your mom?" Because she never met my mom before. That. So like that's the first time she met.
That's
my
a bad
mom.
impression.
So did you bring her back around?
Relationship after
Yeah.
that. That's what I want to know.
You know what's funny? To this day, my mom still got a picture of me and her sitting in our living room.
That's funny.
And it's drawn because my wife like, what the fuck is this? Why is she still in there?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, yeah, that
That's the
shit,
girl
bro.
that I got.
Yo,
Yeah.
That shit funny as shit.
do she know that story?
What? Who?
Your wife.
Did I tell her about that shit?
If she don't, she probably do now, nigga, when this come out. Oh, so do you go?
I told her. Yeah, I told her. I don't really keep too much.
So this the bitch you
Right,
got
right,
caught
right,
with,
right.
huh? All this time sitting in the living room, y'all hugged up and shit.
Did you finish? Like, did y'all? Like, how did that go? Or is
You
she-
just didn't bust in the. Yeah, blue balls for 2 days.
The drawing part is, I definitely walked into the. I walked into the train. She took the train. She went to Temple.
Oh, all right, all
The
right.
train right down to Temple and shit. Crazy thing is, like I usually was driving, but I was driving my mom's car.
Right, so you can't.
My mom wasn't gonna let me take the car.
No, no.
You gonna fuck in my car, nigga?
That shit's
You
crazy.
gotta take that bus ride home. And just think about that.
Tell her friends about it.
Yeah, that's nutty. And she ain't even get her shit off.
That
That's
bitch was,
nutty.
she was looking into transfer schools and
She was-
everything.
It's like a whole
Let me just go to Cheney.
I was working out too though. Going
I was in good shape. My mom called me at a good time.
and all I heard was knock, knock, knock. I'm like, damn.
She walked in. She thought it was a statue of David in that motherfucker. That nigga was chiseled. It's cut like an action figure. Yeah.
I just got one question. Did you have the slippery Earls on? The slippery Earls.
The slippery Earl.
Them forces you wore to football practice.
Yo, them forces you wore to King to go to football practice.
Slippery Earl.
The Slippery Earls.
Yeah.
I was past that, man. I had a couple hours at this point, man. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I was good. I did have some Timbs on though.
Yeah. He was in there fucking like a porn star.
Yo,
What's
you was
boy
on
name?
your real motherfucking porn star.
Yeah.
back.
No,
He was in there butt naked with Tim's on.
During that time, I was real impressionable. Me and my cousins and homies used to trade stories like, yo, if you, I mean, throw some Timbs on. My cousin used to fucking Barclays. He said that's the best traction. The best traction.
Got the best traction.
The best traction, dog.
Yo, fucking in Barclays.
Oh, shit, yo, that's funny.
This nigga take his pants off and put his shoes
That's some porn star shit. That is funny. So who y'all think do more of the work during sex, men or women? I know like we all men in here, but men or women, who you think do the most work during sex?
I can speak for that.
What?
To me,
I'm talking about from your
how
experience.
I really think females put in the most work. Cause most of it, like for real, most chicks that I mess with, I didn't even eat them out. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But they done suck me off, probably, you know what I'm saying? Ate, you know, I already know, like they really please us. Let's just say that.
I don't know if you think about it though.
You talking
Most
about
of the
the
positions.
act of
Yeah,
doing
like
it
actually
or
fucking,
just
yeah.
like
Most of the positions is the man doing the most work. Think about it, outside of them riding you. You know what I'm saying? Outside of them riding you, what other position is it that a female is actually doing work?
they kind of
Well, ho.
Fuck you back.
Yeah,
They can
yeah,
always throw the ass back.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying though, like
They the ones. But
outside of them riding you though.
you right. I mean, you got a point, but I just tried to look at it all the way around the board. Like, what I'm saying is, we ain't gonna let no chick paint our face, bro. Like, they taking that. Like,
But that's not work. That's
one night.
the question is who put the most work in.
Listen, I know a chick that
Is your heart rate up higher than hers?
probably so.
probably even.
But I'm saying I know a chick that took 7 niggas back to back. I don't think I could take 7 chicks right now. That's work.
That's just worse than a female ass, but
She a trooper.
She was a gangster.
Get that bitch an award. That bitch need a platinum plaque.
You understand what I'm saying?
She took 7 niggas back to back. That bitch need a platinum plaque. She need a certificate of some sort.
Yeah, she
Like,
do.
When you think about like, I'm thinking about just the actual motion of it all. Like
You looking at it. Missionary, that's me. Back shots, that's me. The side, that's me.
See, but
Like,
you just, I understand. I understand that on the art of sex, like what you talking about, as far as the positions. But I'm just talking about, really, the women can really last longer than us, so they gotta be able to put the most work in. No matter how we look at it,
We do the most moving.
we probably do the most, far as like that. But far as just like they can, all right, come on, we couldn't do that.
chick off, just laid there though.
like a corpse.
Yeah. Now that's lazy.
My dick go limp. I can't just have a chick. I can't just have a chick just lay there like a fucking dead body. Like my dick could go limp. Like
Oh man.
I need some sort of like interaction, man. Like I need a chick to talk shit. You gotta fucking move. I need noise. I need all that shit, dog.
Right.
I can't knock a chick off and she's just sitting there. Like I can't do it. I had this. All right.
Yo, I'm just trained to fuck
If she-
in all type of situations.
you I understand. You adjust to who you messing with. You right.
You ever had sleepy sex? It's a mental thing. Like,
you ever have sleepy sex?
Yeah, you give them just a little side joints all the time. Yeah.
You fucking with one eye open and shit.
That's real.
I mean, but that's like that's
You have
situation.
I just imagine a nigga half sleep laying there and getting
I'm
rolled.
talking about like on a regular, like
Yeah.
All right, well,
I know.
Listen.
But like y'all in the crib, oh shit, the weekend ever. I've been in the crib where
Bitch gave me that weekend at
me
Bernie's
and the
pussy.
chick, and ain't nobody else in there, and like you acting like you gotta be quiet and shit, like you and somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like no, interact. Like I need a chick to interact with me. Like you
for sure.
Nah. Yeah.
I agree with that. But let me ask you this. What do you think? What do y'all prefer? Like morning sex or just evening sex? To me, I really don't get jiggy with the morning sex, but girls love it. Like,
I mean, I don't mind it. I'm just not about to fuck and then get up and go to work. Like that's not. It gotta be. It gotta be a Saturday morning. Yeah. You expect me to just bust a nut, lose all the strength in my body, and get up? All right, I'll see you at 3:00. Like no,
pocket.
I'm not about to do that.
plenty of times.
No, it's
No, I'm just
don't
saying
get me
that's
wrong.
me.
I'm not knocking you, but a girl can't expect my all at 6 and 7 in the morning. Like,
Oh, that's supposed to be the quickie.
unless I was already up at a party, trained, ready to go. Like, you feel me?
No, that morning joint, the morning joint is supposed to be like the
That
quickie.
first when you wake up.
But when I just wake up, man, that's when you gonna get just a side stroke, bitch. We ain't doing none of all that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's supposed to be a quickie. Like let me get this one off real quick.
yeah.
You're not
Yeah,
ever
you
getting
can't
a
have like
full-fledged.
all night sex in the morning. That goes without saying though.
Yeah, that's already
You don't understand.
that's already a quickie. Like, we going.
Yo.
I ain't trying to go all crazy so you can be breathing on hard, your breath stink and shit. Nobody want that. Like,
Early in the morning.
Who want that? No.
Yeah. You get all that in your face.
She tried it.
Oh.
That's when you just give it back. Let that shit explosion happens.
She hit you with a oh shit. You like oh shit. Like damn, your yeah.
Think I ain't gonna come back with it, huh?
Yo, that's crazy. Yo.
Oh man.
No. I mean, but look,
You know how you can
to
just
each his
taste
own.
the bad breath in your mouth. Smoke that up.
Yeah, I went to bed. That's always the worst. If you smoke a lot at night and you don't brush your teeth before you go to bed,
Oh, man.
that next morning is the
Cotton mouth
nastiest.
and breath balling like a motherfucker.
That's the like overnight backwood in your mouth. That is not
Oh,
the
my
yo.
Overnight backwood.
That's a heavy pulse.
Backwood in your mouth.
Yo, fuck you, Los.
Overnight backwood. Russian cream, is it?
All right, you taking it too goddamn far,
You
Rondell.
said it, not me.
You wait a goddamn minute.
That's funny because like the backwood flavor is like porno type. Like Russian cream.
Dark stout.
Yo,
Dark stout dude. Like,
that nigga is crazy.
be an African.
Yo, dark stout. It be all Mandingo niggas. Shit hanging by their ankles and shit.
Alright, move on, man.
Yes, next topic. Next topic.
We gotta move on, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That was a never pause.
You need aerobatics and shit like.
Oh,
Shit, man.
Yo, this nigga's retarded. Oh my god. Honeyberry.
enough.
Alright.
Moving on.
Yo, that's funny as shit.
Yo.
All right, yo, we gonna talk about this.
Shake out
this
of
Dame
pocket.
Lillard. I can't even get it out. We gonna talk about.
Yo. Oh man.
Niggas gonna stop smoking backwoods all the time. Get it back.
Look at Dutch, man. Look at the Dutch.
I'm a dark stout. It doesn't matter how it tastes. It's just like, ain't no sweet ass man.
No, but look, so we gonna get into this Dame Lillard versus Shaq thing. They got two diss records coming at each other. Y'all heard both of them. Who y'all think won?
Man.
Dame sound better, but Shaq was talking shit. Shaq talked the most shit. I
Yeah.
don't know who to give it to. Shit is a tie.
Yeah.
Shit is like
I really wasn't impressed. I really wasn't impressed with either one of them, to be honest. But I agree with him. I agree with him.
Really
But
rap.
it's like, what does Dame, as an NBA player, what does Dame Lillard really have to look up to? I mean, not look up to, but like the expectations of, like, cause look at all the other NBA players that tried to rap. It's like you can be mediocre and still motherfuckers be like, but he play ball. You be like, all right, that nigga.
All right, well, look. This is what I'm talking about. Did you ever hear KD rap?
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I heard a snippet of some
He
shit
can
he
actually.
did before.
He got somebody. He better than Dame Lillard.
I heard him and LeBron on the track.
Yeah.
I heard him and LeBron. I don't think so.
Pull up his track one
I
day,
heard him
listen
and-
to it, and you tell me what you think.
So, like,
Well, I ain't say his swag, but he ain't got no swag.
but I'm saying, if you look at all the NBA, like Allen Iverson, Kobe,
No.
Steven Jackson.
no.
Steven Jackson?
I heard some of Stack's shit, but it's like,
No,
eh.
yeah, he just killed the
Yeah.
Casanova John.
Yeah, it's
He
like-
alright.
it's like,
he alright.
Yeah.
He better than Dame Lillard. Facts.
It's fucked up with Master P, the best basketball player we ever heard.
No, it ain't. Davies.
Best basketball
Say-
rapper. Yeah, but Master P made it to the league though, somewhat. So
Yeah,
I
true.
don't really like, man. I ain't like Master P. I'm gonna keep it all real with you.
You ain't like him?
I wasn't a No Limit fan.
I was a heavy No Limit fan.
I was heavy with it.
When I was in school and No Limit was popping, the niggas that like No Limit was corny niggas. They used to always talk shit about how No Limit was this, that, and the other. And I'm like, man, them niggas is corny as you, man.
I like No Limit, right?
No,
You talking about the niggas at your school?
no. I know what you mean though. It kinda. Cause corny niggas kinda be on it first, like you feel me, before it catch to the hood. So I
That's
get
how-
you.
Yo, I guess I was a corny nigga.
But
then.
no, listen, cause yo, one of these, I got a homie. I ain't gonna say.
Yeah.
To me, he was alright.
Yeah.
The niggas looked at him as weirdo, right?
Yeah.
No, it's cool to have
He used to say Birdman and them. He was like Wardy. He used to talk like that. He was from Philly, dog. He was drawn with it, but look what they still around making money. So,
So
he
he
knew
was
something.
at the end of the day, he was right.
You feel me? He was right, but you know what I'm saying. My homie Bug, they thought he was weird for listening to Gucci.
Yo, that was the yo.
So I will say, Master P and them, they had a movement. They did their thing. I'm never gonna hate on that. But as far as they rap ability,
All right. I understand you. You right on that. Cause Silk the Shocker didn't rap on beat, but
No.
But far as they songs,
Mystical
Far
was
as
like a
they
Tasmanian
songs,
devil on the song.
they had a good sound. They had great songs, and it bore energy. That's all.
Yeah, and they had great presence to the game.
Yeah.
Everybody liked them like that.
And they was the
And
first.
They had the best covers.
True.
them joints look like it was diamonds and
And
everything.
I'm about to drop a Snapple fact. They kind of set the trend for going independent.
Independent, yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, they really put their team, they hood.
P started with 10,000.
Mystical probably just doing some dumb shit at the time, probably about to touch a kid.
Oh man,
Yo.
he ain't a pedophile. He just a rapist.
Oh shit, like it make it.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, man. I fuck with Mystical though, man.
He just a rapist.
But he been accused of it. Yeah. If you listen for real, if you listen to Ain't My Fault, he killed that first verse.
Nerves if you got nerves for you.
No, oh my goodness. See, that's the album they took
Just
as
had
his
a
first
style
court
that
case.
Nobody ever heard before.
Yeah, nobody was.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was like.
He was different.
When you think about it, it's kind of crackheadish. Like, you listen to Monster Imitation, some annoying shit. Like, not the thrillest shit, but it's like.
It's
on
funny,
beat and
though.
Everything with the energy, and he probably in there with his shirt off, tank all over
Right.
the place.
He in there with his shirt
It
off.
sound real convincing. You don't stop a nigga with that. Yo, do it over. We're gonna get shot. You just cut nigga off like that.
Oh man.
Hot. Like, he mean that shit. Like, Pete, that, mama, that.
Facts. Be there, mama there, see there.
But like, that shit ain't like that shit. I'm trying to. That shit probably was all over the place on the paper.
Right.
Word here now.
Yeah, he just pieced it up together
Yeah.
like that.
That probably was punch-ins like a motherfucker.
I don't think so.
No, that was the era where they was just going straight through.
Polished at all though. So it couldn't.
They was going straight through.
I mean, if you listen,
No,
like,
it's like how everybody proud to not write now. back then it was like you had to get it once. I remember that was like, you remember how when we was coming in the studio, it wasn't like,
joints.
I ain't saying niggas did it every time. Shank was good with that shit, but motherfucking, yeah, I know that's how I felt when I was in that joint. I was trying to do that motherfucker in one take if I could. Now I don't even think like that. So it'd be like, I want to get it laid.
Because even if you listen to like, what was that joint? Even if you listen to Wanna Be a Baller, Shot Caller, if you really listen to that whole song, the nigga, he be mumbling through it, gwilly win. Yeah, like
certain niggas that just couldn't do that like that. Like you got niggas that's getting written for like how easy he had to punch that shit in,
right?
Like that. That makes sense because it ain't genuinely coming from him and shit. Like he gotta piece it up like that. He ain't gonna say it how Q would have did it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He gotta do that shit line by line and shit. He don't know that shit like that.
All right, so let's get into this upcoming battle in a couple days on the 6th. This Cassidy and Arsonal battle.
Did y'all see the
face off? Cass was talking the same shit versus Goods. Not to say he wasn't hot versus Goods, but yeah, I love the face off shits.
Turning this battle rap shit up all the way, man.
I like it. It's building.
I'm going for Cass, man.
I want Cass to win, but I'm putting Arsonal.
I'm not taking that from Arsonal.
It's nice. Any of them niggas could lose or win at any given day.
Right.
But we talking about Cassidy off of a debatable to everybody, one of them to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got more in it on this joint, and he in his hometown.
He got to show. Like
he gonna show off.
He got to bomb this joint.
He gonna show off.
Or he gonna get advance and get better. Like
he got to bomb this joint. So, do you think he's gonna go down around walking into this battle like he did versus Goods?
No.
You think it's gonna be even walking in?
Arsonal is going down around.
Go first? See, it all depends. I look at it like, see, if Arsonal go first and Cass go second.
Yeah.
Cass might, cause now Cass gonna come there with like 6 rounds, so he just gonna pick where he feels better than the next. You know
Right. Which one he should? He going.
Yeah, I think like he one of them.
Put him in order as the thing go along.
I believe him. Like I'm ready now. Like
I believe that. Like I'm ready to go right now.
Degree. Like.
And he had to face off.
Show up with some shit. Anything can happen. Now I gotta like figure out what I'm gonna do. No, I'm gonna have some shit right after that, just in case. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's how he preparing. Like you seen all the bars he gave niggas after the fucking.
Right. I was about to say that 52, that 5,000.
That was shit that he wrote for the battle.
Right. I was about to say.
It on the drum. Like,
if you would have split that shit though, but I think what happened was the crowd was, I'm saying, doing what they was doing, so he couldn't like really get into the.
The thing about it is though, I think Cass, like I said, already going down around in that battle versus Goods, and then him coming in and sort of kind of, Cass got bars that can go for anybody. You know what I mean? Because he's used to just having hot ass verses, and because back in the day when niggas, let's battle, I'm gonna go get my man, and he would just come with verses. He ain't got no verses planned for you.
For you, yeah.
He got verses just for anybody. So he just showing up. That's how Cass still battling with verses for anybody when Goods show up.
I think he understand now, especially on that New York stage and shit like that. It's like I think he understand now. Yeah.
He's not trying to come in and do what they do and shit like do the schemes and shit that they do.
Right.
He letting niggas know that nigga, I birthed this style in which y'all niggas is emulating this shit, and all I gotta do is come in and be me and do that. I'm not gonna be, and then I reach and do this.
Guess which room I'm in.
And but that's the shit that people think he need to do to be able to fit in with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the newer generation.
You gotta have a crossover if you want to go in Rucker Park, and he like, what, nigga? I'm fade away, like, but don't nobody want to see
bang on some
fadeaways at
Rucker Park, right? They want to see somebody get crossed over.
But he's still making the shot though, like, so it's like, but it's not.
That's a good example.
It's just corny shit. Like, don't nobody want to see you score corny. They want to see niggas dunking and shit.
That's a good example. I like that. I like that.
Throwing it off your head, walking and doubling.
Right.
Types of shit
right.
You can get away with in this.
At the park, right.
And then you Jordan playing conventional basketball, doing dumbass fadeaways. They block your shot in your face.
Looking for the pick.
But then you still adjust your way, but you're not doing what they doing.
Right.
Extra shit. Like
right.
you still on your shit.
Right.
You really picking and rolling on some corny shit, but y'all won the game.
Right. But niggas
Made
was,
you fall 3 times.
and that's all they remember. And that's all they remember is the 3 falls.
But no, you ain't gonna
You
be
fell 3
last in
times.
this joint, Jordan.
Oh, man.
You stupid out here.
Oh, man.
And that's what legacy is. Like, you could win a bunch of games, but it's just all in the perception.
Yeah,
of
what you done lately. What you done lately. That's how they look at it.
Like, you could be like, oh, but I got this many rings, like Ron Laurie, but nobody give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
true.
He ain't do nothing crazy.
And he actually hit the big shot, but he won't get a, yeah. That's crazy.
He wasn't the nigga.
Yeah.
He wasn't the star nigga on the team.
Right.
They gonna get that praise to whoever else. You know what I'm saying? Look at Tim Duncan. He don't even get talked about like.
I don't know. When you talk about power forwards, niggas mention him as like one of the best power, if not the best power forward that ever played.
Yeah, off of the stats.
He just was boring.
Not off of stats, but not.
Yeah.
Who wants to be like Tim Duncan?
Right, he just was boring. The
Right.
big fundamental, that's his name. Like, that shit is boring. It was
Oh, yeah.
turn around, bank shots off the glass, run down court. Like, it was boring.
I don't think he missed. Like, it was a game where he didn't miss at all. Like, he made every shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That he did. Like, his percentage was 100%, and I still don't give a fuck. I still was caring more about
It's fucked up. Because Ginobili was the most exciting player on that fucking team.
And Parker, too.
Yeah, Tony Parker a little bit, but Ginobili was the most exciting.
Superstar shit, like.
Yeah.
This nigga Tim Duncan was the mildest superstar we ever seen.
Like, Ginobili-
He had no sauce at all.
Ginobili was
That's
the first
true.
nigga I really paid attention to. Like, I know they did it before, but the Euro stepping in behind the back, you know, and then layup type shit when you go into the rim.
He
like,
brought that here.
He was slow, but he was quick. Like, Ginobili was that shit. But I understand what you're saying though with the whole.
Nobody gives a fuck.
But I'm still take Arson that battle though, man. I think
It's gonna be a good battle though.
Gonna slide past him.
We almost got off subject.
It's definitely gonna be a good battle.
But I think Art's gonna win that joint though, man. I think he gonna hold it down. I definitely know he gonna be real disrespectful.
For sure.
That's
But
just
Cass disrespectful.
That's just him, right?
Disrespectful in the face off joint. He talking about something. Yeah, I'm your girl on suck my dick. Said
why
nigga,
do
your mom
why
on
do
suck
you-
my dick. That nigga was going
Why do
crazy.
you think
grandma was
Arsenal is
sucking my
going
dick.
to really win? Like, for real? Like, what is it?
Me personally, I think he gonna be more entertaining. Like, don't get me wrong. I know Cassidy gonna have hot bars. I know Cass gonna have hot bars, but I think Arch is gonna be more entertaining.
No, Arch been saying some kind of questionable, fluffy shit.
Fluff shit?
Like,
Did you see his?
take a nigga like Pat Stay to expose this type of shit. Only niggas like Pat
I
Stay.
fucks with Pat Stay though,
Shit
man.
like that. He said he was going to artificially insimulate dog semen in your good. Like, this nigga be reaching as far as like a punch.
Right.
You that violent, and I'ma hold your girl down and make my dog fuck her and stupid shit like that. Like,
When you crash, razor blades and syringes come out the airbag.
like it just be like,
It just.
how violent do you want to?
It's a nigga with a crazy ass imagination that just be on some movie shit like, oh, I can kill a nigga like that. Like, for a motherfucker to say, like, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga just running out of shit to say, man.
Did you see
His word flips?
You see his flex freestyle?
Arsenal. Yeah, he can rap. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about when it comes to the battle shit, like when you rhyme into a beat and you ain't gotta do all that reaching ass shit and shit like that. Then I appreciate them niggas because they know the art and apply the attributes that I'm fond of
Right.
in rap and shit. But sometimes just to get a crowd reaction, these niggas be going in the strangest places to do that. Like, just to even think of that, like, what was you doing? What was you smoking when you thought, and I'm gonna tell this nigga, I'm gonna put some dog semen in this girl, and then I'm gonna rap. Like, what? How do you think that's thorough? Like, in your mind?
How do you come about?
Yeah, like what type?
And then do you spit this shit to your homies before you even come on stage and spit this shit in the battle? And what they say when they hear this shit, like, that's hot.
First, you gotta get your dog to come on something so you can extract it. Like, what are you? It's like, think about that. That's what he said. Like, he said, why she ovulates. Like, here, boy, concentrate. Like, what you thinking about when you said that?
Yeah.
Killed me with that. That was some stupid shit to say. It's like, and he be saying a lot of other shit. Like, he said, you said that you'll tell my mom to bend over and suck it off, right? No, you gay. You the type to bend over and tell my mother to suck a fucking fart. Like, what?
What?
The Westbrook face. Like, what? That's the shit they'll say. Like, I'm like,
The Westbrook face.
shit was not thorough.
What?
Like, these niggas is running out of shit to say.
I think some motherfuckers are. But it's gonna be an entertaining battle.
Shit, I went to Abu Dhabi and I was eating calamari.
Yeah.
He had me rolling with that shit. Yeah, you said that shit on my mouth because I was eating calamari and buffalo wings. They like, yo, he ready to do something like
Calamari and buffalo wings.
that shit was funny, man. Yeah.
I was in Abu Dhabi with bitches who didn't show their faces. Like, he just be saying, I don't know. I did shows in London and all this other extra shit.
Yeah.
So you think Cass gonna win, BJ?
Honestly, I don't even know, man.
Yeah, I think Cass can
Mill.
win.
Yeah, I think Cass gonna win.
All
I
right,
think Cass can win. But I think
We gonna
Arsonal.
Put it like this:
we gonna see next week.
the
when we
place
come
where I
back
put
and win.
my football ticket, if they had that up there, I'm putting my money on Cass.
All right. Let's get into some football shit.
This is some shit I'll just pay to see. I
Since-
don't even think I'll. Like,
since-
if they held me down with a gun on my head and made me like
Yeah.
that, I'm gonna have to go with Cass. So my heart ain't gonna feel right picking Arsenal. I don't even know why you feel so good about that.
I just think it's gonna be entertaining. I'm really just looking forward to the battle.
I'd have seen that type of shit.
But so since we talked about this nigga,
violent shit, but yeah, let's go.
since we talked about this nigga gambling, we talk about this Vontaze Burfict shit in the NFL. My man been suspended for the rest of the season after the hit last week versus the Colts, where he hit boy helmet to helmet, whatever. It's like his 14th time he being suspended and or fined, by the NFL for something like this. So I'm gonna get y'all take on it first. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I think, and we're gonna go from there. So whoever wanna go first, y'all go ahead. I mean,
I personally think it was excessive, man. Me personally.
all right. So wait. Let me ask you this.
You said you want
I'm
to
gonna ask you what you think, and then I'm gonna ask you, do you think he should be able to play in the NFL still?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think it's excessive because it's kind of hard not to go head to head sometimes. Like, I'm not, and if you're doing it every play, that's different. If you got beef with somebody, you like it's a known beef in the league,
Right.
and you did that, okay.
Right.
But to accidentally go head to head, even though I did it a couple of times, it's like we're playing football. Like, I was trained to do this all my life. This one rule is hard to kind of adjust my body now when I'm running 4-2.
All right, BJ.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, he getting fined excessively for it. Like, everybody been taught how to play. You know what I'm saying? You go
All right.
do your thing. I think they targeting him right now. Like, I think everything, it got a lot to do with the fact that his past and previous behaviors, you know what I'm saying? They holding him accountable because, like, they sentencing him off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like we were saying earlier, it's like, Shank was saying, earlier before we got on, like, it's like if you made this like a crime situation, that nigga a criminal, it's his third strike, nigga, you out of here. Like, so I don't know. I think they targeting him.
You sound like you got what?
I just feel like they trying to make him out to be like the Ron Orchestra in the NFL. But
Yeah,
All right,
that's
so
what's fucked
can
up.
I-
man.
The dirtiest play I ever seen in the NFL was
let's say Brian Dawkins.
no.
Oh, I'm about to say.
That was a different era. That's when that shit was allowed. Like, I love that shit. And then on top of that, Brian Dawkins played for my favorite team, so I loved that shit. He was suplexing niggas and all types of shit. He was an animal. But the dirtiest play I ever seen was Gronkowski when he hit Tre'Davious White from Buffalo when he was already out of bounds on the ground, play over.
Right.
That was the dirtiest play I ever seen.
That's not even
How much they fine him?
Gronk got fined for that. He might even got suspended. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But that definitely went everywhere, and everybody was talking about it. And it was clearly a dirty hit. You know what I mean?
You know what the
So
dirtiest shit is, though?
what?
In football, it's not even like on the what you would think it is. It's the damn chop block. That is the dirtiest play.
Yeah, and that's why it's illegal though.
That's
So,
the greatest player on the field.
but with this whole Vontaze Burfict thing, if I don't think he's being targeted.
You think?
I think he's doing everything. If a nigga keep getting caught stealing or getting caught murdering somebody, you know what I mean, or get caught selling drugs, whatever, he's a drug dealer. He's a murderer. He a linebacker. But the thing about it, if you look at all the plays, it's like he hit Antonio Brown like that. You know what I mean? He hit old boy from the Colts like that. He hit old boy from he hit a lot of money. It's just a reoccurring thing, and it's like 14.
In one season?
No, over a career, but it's like how long every other player can play football and not have this problem. Like,
think about how many motherfuckers get away with shit though.
not really. Ever since the NFL had this lawsuit, ever since this CTE shit came about, and the NFL got sued by a whole bunch of ex-NFL players for brain damage and all that type shit, and they got, I think the settlement was like for $1 billion or some crazy ass amount of money, and they had to split that shit up between the players and whatnot. But the NFL don't want that shit to happen no more. That's the reason why we now have penalties for helmet-to-helmet hits, or a motherfucker getting slammed, or you can't even fall on the quarterback now when you sack him.
The only one I'm saying is excessive. I'm not saying you're right. Everything you're saying is right. But my nigga, sometimes the way that quarterbacks go down and be shielding themselves, they putting their head in vulnerable spots.
You right.
I'm already going at a certain speed, targeting you like this. Why are you putting your head down?
You talking about bang bang plays.
That's how it be most of the time.
And
these niggas don't be like.
But 14 times with this nigga, and nobody else has been penalized this many times.
Nigga,
it's like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And it's like weird shit. Like that hit on Antonio Brown, you ain't had to hit that man that high. He coming across the middle. It's little ass Antonio Brown. You could have wrapped his ass up and just around the waist.
This is football.
You crack
my
him
nigga.
up by the helmet.
This is football.
And this nigga, but he's reaching up like this. Why are you hitting up here? When you play football, you taught to take the legs out. Why are you hitting around this nigga's helmet?
Well,
and he's reaching up for a football.
What was his college situation like?
Who, Vonta? I really didn't know this nigga in college. I really didn't know him until he came to the NFL and started doing this like, cause he reminded me of Jack Tatum. Like he would be a better fit if he played in like the 90s and the early and mid 2000s.
But
that would be.
But you just said you like a person suplexing, my nigga. He still landing on your head.
Right, but you also gotta look
worse.
at, you gotta play the game how it's supposed to be played. Like if that's against the rules now, and it wasn't before, you gotta adjust. Just like rap. Just like rap. Rap is different from the 90s now, right? It's different now than how it was in the 90s. But Kiss, he can't rap how he used to rap in the 90s or make songs how he gotta adjust somewhat to the new ways of rap.
I still fuck with it.
He's still in the same way.
I understand that, but you still gotta adjust somewhat.
The way he want to rap, but he probably adjusts quality wise or music wise.
What I'm saying, he adjusts in some way.
Right.
If something wasn't allowed in rap now that he could do back in the 90s, he would have to adjust. So that's what you got to do now in football. And basketball is the same way. Ain't no hand checking in basketball no more. Niggas got to adjust. So you can't hit a nigga like that. You got to do what you got to do. And then on the other end of it, you got to remember the niggas that you hitting, these are niggas that got families of their own, kids, whatever. You going to fuck somebody up like that.
That's what
you end the nigga career.
Everybody
you ain't out there to hurt nobody. You out there to hit a motherfucker, but you ain't out there to hurt nobody.
Your coaches ain't talk to you then.
Hurt motherfuckers. I mean, motherfuckers, coming up playing football, I'm gonna rack the shit out of it. Like,
yeah, you gonna hit him, but you ain't trying to. You might try to knock the wind out of him or something, but you're not trying to break this nigga's collarbone. You're not trying to fuck his leg up the way he gotta learn how to walk again. Like
niggas do be trying to fuck up your collarbone. Like
not when you get to the NFL level, and then we talking about money and other niggas' livelihoods and shit like that. Man, that's all I'm saying.
So you thinking people don't want to put a hitting on Odell Beckham? When he come across that middle, my nigga.
I nigga dream of it.
Especially in a
niggas
game
dream of it.
Allowed to hit.
Niggas dream of it. But you gotta hit them where it's legal.
But how many injuries you can hit, you can cause when you hit niggas where it's legal. It ain't like niggas still don't go down for regular shit.
Hips.
The same risk.
Arms.
You can hit a nigga in the ear,
it's
in
a
the
difference.
stomach, and he can land
it's
on
a
his
difference.
neck and break his shit.
It's a difference.
That ain't his fault, is it?
It's a difference. No, but it's a difference between some shit happening after you hit him and some shit you meant to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
No, my nigga. All I'm saying is when you going head to head, unless he's fully bluntly going like that, once he go down, he could be putting his head in your chest. You're trained to do that.
Right.
But running backs, tough.
They actually tell you to put your head to the side and use your shoulder.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
But
They'll want you to end up like Earl Campbell.
Yeah, sometimes you can't even. You know what I'm saying? You can't control. Like if you put your head down, they put their head down the same way you put your jaw down. Like that's just one of them things. Like it's gonna happen. Like it's a sport where you need helmets. And sometimes you gonna hit helmets. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that shit nutty, but it is what it is. Like at the end of the day, I don't think he should get suspended for the full year. Because a lot of the times where he got suspended, it was on some BS. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he meant to hit people.
I'm not saying he should. Because I'm definitely not gonna say he shouldn't be playing in the NFL anymore. But you gotta abide by the rules, bro. Or you going because he done like in his career, like I said, 14 times suspended, but then or fined, but then he done racked up $500,000 in fines over his career. So it's like, damn, nigga, like.
So y'all think he done? You think he done?
I wouldn't think he's done.
Like what is his sentence right now?
I don't think his play is worth putting him on your team and him possibly being suspended for a hit. Now you don't have him anymore, so now you got a roster spot that's just not being used because you got him, but he's suspended. You know what I'm saying?
So you basically saying that he should just be banned from the NFL?
I'm not saying he should be banned, but I think he should. If somebody gonna put him on a team, I wouldn't. If I was gonna put him on my team, he wouldn't be a starter. I'm gonna say that because I can't depend on you because you might get kicked out the game or you might get suspended. Like I said, now I'm down a roster spot where I could have gave it to somebody else that I can depend on. You're not available for me, and then for real, he's not that good of a player. He's not that good of a player. Now this ain't like it. Like if Ray Lewis was like this is a different story. Ray Lewis is worth putting on the fucking field and risking him hitting a motherfucker and being kicked out of a game and losing him.
It's just some other average Joe ass.
Yeah, like he's
top 10 linebacker.
No, he ain't nothing special. The only reason for real niggas talk about him is because of the hits and the penalty.
That's probably something he want to do.
So if he want to continue to play football, he gonna have to figure out how to adjust and stop hitting like that. That's all. So, but real quick, we gonna get into this. Well, not real quick, but it's something I want to talk about. This Amber Guyger situation in Dallas, the former Dallas police officer who went to the wrong apartment when she thought it was hers. This is her story. She thought it was hers, and she shot the black dude whose apartment it actually was and killed him.
He was eating ice cream, man.
And
I want to say that this whole shit sounds stupid as shit. Like that shit don't even make no fucking sense, man. She's a fucking cop.
yeah, she said she got off. She said she got off a 12-hour shift. I ain't making excuses. I'm just telling you what the story. Yeah, but
Told me the facts of it.
What I want to know is if you walk in the crib and you think it's yours and you see somebody sitting on your couch in a white beater and shorts, because that's what he had on. I seen the video.
So he wasn't threatening.
Eating ice cream, nigga.
He wasn't threatening.
Right. Ain't like he jumped up. They were saying the way he got shot, ain't even look like he was able to even like get up and do nothing. I think it was like 3 times. 3 times center mass. But they saying like the way he was sitting when they came there, it looked like he didn't even have the chance to really like sit fully up. So you telling me this nigga probably was chilling on the couch with a bowl of ice cream and a white beater and some shorts, and you hit him 3 times.
So that tells me he was kind of maybe used to her, maybe like maybe they fucked around, like because if I'm sitting on my couch and somebody come in here and I'm sitting on my couch eating, I'm like, oh shit, who the fuck is you? Know what I mean? I'm like, who the fuck is you?
Nowhere, but they allegedly knew.
So they lived in the same apartment complex. So I mean, you can live in the same apartment complex and not know a motherfucker, but
how'd she get in?
The door was.
So they were saying there was something wrong with the door, like with his door, where sometimes it didn't close all the way. So they were saying allegedly You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true it is. They were saying like the door.
So she didn't use a key?
No,
That shit sound like
no.
some
So the door.
So her door just unlocked all the time?
His door.
No, I'm saying
That's what I'm
she
saying.
thought she was going in her apartment.
Right,
so you
right,
didn't
right,
use no
right.
key. You just thought your door. You just leave your door unlocked.
Like
Exactly.
when you open the door, the
You
house
just automatically
is-
start busting.
With the
It's
house is
completely-
arranged the same way.
It don't
yours
smell
is,
like your
couch
crib.
in the same
Yeah,
place,
like you know how your crib.
Cause I done been there. I done went to the wrong floor before, by accident, and came to the apartment directly below mine, and then put the key in. Key didn't work. I look up. Oh shit! It's the wrong apartment number. Let me get the fuck out of here. And I went to my apartment. Like you know what I'm saying. So I done did that before, but it's like the key didn't work. First thing I did was look up. Like
that was some high shit though. But at the end of the day, you didn't go in the crib
no.
and shit, and then like see the.
All right.
I done had niggas.
Right, and she's a cop.
Yeah, that's right.
So why would you shoot first of an unarmed person?
Right. So that's
That's
my
not
thing, like,
threatening. Like he lunging at you or
Yo,
some shit.
if you walk in and you see somebody laying on your couch, the first thing you gonna do like, yo, who the fuck is you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's us. I
He
don't know.
probably was hitting that. It sounded like some lovers quarrel
Listen.
type shit.
So apparently she was in a, apparently they were saying allegedly she was and then having an affair with her partner which is who she was supposedly on the phone with when she walked in. So she is supposed to be on the
Oh,
phone.
so he heard her shoot him.
That's what they saying.
He had to. But the funny thing is, after all this happened and, you know, they was investigating what was going on, she was texting this nigga, her partner, still sexting this nigga, talking about getting together, fucking, and, you know, getting drinks and shit like that.
And she was saying she was posting a lot of shit on like
And she dyed her hair, I believe.
she was posting a lot of shit on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, like on some racist shit.
So,
What's up,
but
bro?
anyway, long story short, also today she was found guilty of murder. So I seen everybody in comments on social media and stuff like that all happy and justice is serving. All. Let's pump our brakes and let's see how much time this bitch get before we start sitting there saying justice was served
Right.
and all this shit.
She might get 2 years.
What state was
No,
this?
they were saying,
Texas.
They were saying there's a maximum of 99 to life, but that's the maximum. I mean, we don't know what she gonna get.
What, 99 to life?
It's the maximum.
99 what?
Years.